as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Tune. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, here's Barkley again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here is 3rd and 5. Tune. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. Takes it to about the 37.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Hey, home.
To throw, it's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tune to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Tune. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his in. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tune going to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants just... It pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Hines now on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now, if it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Middle. Look out.
Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And again, it's Allen. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll throw now on the final play. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Half 85, half 85.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he Giants get there. Zach Harrison in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. In motion, Slayton. Barkley inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And Tune to throw it now. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's a give to Barkley. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Throwing, Tune. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now Tune. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Got a man. That's shorter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Coulter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Zach Harrison in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Tune. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Tune to throw it. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Tune. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Allen. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Shakir holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Allen again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10.
56. Look out.
Allen going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final try here for Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. Allen. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Tune going to throw it. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw, Tune. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree,